This is Elk Grove Village. Alright, so today I watched the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion. I'm a big Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fan. I grew up watching it. Obviously I was watching the reruns. It wasn't, on the air live, but, it's what I had and it's what I watched and it's what I fell in love with. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to me was understanding the struggles that African Americans experience, even being rich, being a part of society. But when I was a kid, I had no clue. It was funny to me. It was goofy. It was entertaining. With everything going on today, like the Black Lives Matters movement, people getting killed by the cops for no reason. I'm not going to talk about that. I just wanted to bring that up just because, it's one of the two things that I noticed when I watched the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion. One was obviously the black struggle. Black struggle was alive and well. In the 90s, it was 80s, 70s, since white America decided it was a good idea to bring them over unwillingly. But there's another thing I wanted to talk about that struck me was in the case of the Aunt Vivian situation where she left, I believe, the end of third season, and it appears that she was fired. Will Smith invited her to the show because he felt like, 30 years after the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you cannot have the original, the OG Aunt Vivian on the show. So before he brought her in to where the cast was just sitting in the living room, he had an intimate conversation with her before. And, it was something that everyone's been waiting for, especially for me, was to have the OG Aunt Viv on the show. And this intimate conversation was, just to talk about forgiving, understanding, and, they both did not want to hold the grudge they had against each other because, grudges just don't help. Grudges create problems. So that's why I wanted to just bring up a quick topic right now about holding grudges. I hold a grudge only towards one person. A lot of people have affected me in life where it was difficult. But now I just, forgive as much as I can just because, holding grudges is a way of holding back what you really feel about the person. I think the worst thing about it is mentally holding back your thoughts and the way you feel about the person really affects your head, really affects your brain function, really affects your possibility of achieving more. So Busse Woods so far has been amazing, and I think I've only covered maybe not even a quarter of the Busse Woods. But, we're gonna go now and check out some other spots here. It's a huge fucking park, lake, preserve. I'd probably call it a preserve, but we're out to see more. Life is so short to actually just fucking be mad at someone for something that doesn't really affect them. As you can see right behind me, there's some elk. This place is fucking cool, man. Like I said, I try to talk sense into people and to stop holding grudges, because I feel like it's something that will never if they never let go, they will never move on fully. And my thing to all of you is, don't hold grudges. Especially if it was a best friend of yours. You don't even have to become best friends again. You can just reconciliate, or you can just forgive each other, but not necessarily be best friends again. It's just the understanding of the respect of the situation that occurred. Life's so short. Why hold grudges? So Aunt Viv essentially forgave Will, and Will essentially forgave her. And then he brought on Aunt Viv onto the set, and she hugged and, reconciliated with everybody, and it was a beautiful thing. Spending this time away from work, away from people, has led me to just think. At the time of those situations, I was pissed. I get mad. I'd react like a normal person would. Now that I just had time to think, I forgive and forget. I don't hold back. I meet everybody with a positive mindset, whether we hold grudges or not. Because you can't live this life being mad at somebody, being mad at something. Sure, in the moment in time, you can, of course, react the way you would not naturally react. But just come to your senses.